Hi everyone, my name is Carolina, and this is my story. This year, every time I meet new people and they ask me where I study, I cry. It's becoming harder to do it without anyone noticing, which is why I decided to share my story with other people. Maybe it will help. So why am I crying when it comes to this? Ever since I was a little girl, I had a dream. Some might think that it's stupid, but it was everything to me. Ever since I went to my first class at the vocal studio and met Miss Ann, my teacher. That's when I fell for the art of singing. Miss Ann was an amazing person. She was smart, kind, and beautiful. And she had such a stunning voice. Teaching little girls to sing, it was her true vocation. Unlike many girls who dance, draw, or do some other hobby as kids only to give it up later, I didn't stop singing, even when I became older. I've been singing for half of my life. Miss Ann was always near, guiding me, giving tips, and helping. Hence, I never doubted what to do once I finished school. My only goal was to enter the Department of Vocal Performance in a local state university. Sadly, my mother got in the way. I should say a few words about her. She's 45. She's been unemployed for 2 years, so our only source of income are my salary and the death pension my sister and I get, which is the only thing we got left of our father. My mother spends her whole time hanging out with her new boyfriends at our place or goes to community centers, trying to promote the preservation of historical sites from time to time. Her third favorite thing to do is finding faults with us. She doesn't really need a reason. She can start nagging about pretty much anything. If she's in a bad mood, she can even try to scold me for misplacing my shoes in the hallway. That's how she is. She also can't stand it if we do something our way. Everything must be the way she wants it. There's no other option. So, that's how it happened. We had our first unpleasant conversation when I had just applied to the university. I could have even gotten a scholarship, which is what I was counting on. Then she started preaching on, what about a normal job? This isn't one. Even before I took my shoes off. It didn't stop for the 2 weeks that the enrollment campaign lasted. I would come home, and she would start to talk. I couldn't even respond or make excuses. I only had the right to listen and accept what she was saying. My mother wanted me to apply to a different place and learn something useful. Me? I just wanted to follow my dream. I still do. When I told her that, she laughed into my face and once again said that singing cannot be a career. On the last day of the campaign, I believed it was all done and felt hopeful. I couldn't be more wrong. In the evening, she came back home with my application letter and told me that she had barely had the time to fetch my papers from that useless place. Can you believe that? It was the last day of the campaign, and she got my papers just because she was still my legal representative, as my 18th birthday would only come in a month. She just wanted me to apply for another department, but there was no time and no point in trying to apply anywhere else. It was over. The campaign ended. There was no way I could pay for my studies without a scholarship, not with my waitress job. She didn't care about me doing anything else or applying anywhere else. She was glad she was on time to get my papers, and it was all my fault. That night, I screamed a lot, not even at her. I just needed to scream my lungs out. Single note, low, wistful. I cried and laughed and cried again, smearing tears all over my face. I was hysterical. I don't know how many weeks it took me to accept what had happened. Nevertheless, the following morning, I packed my stuff and moved to my friends, then found another job and began to rent a flat. I still cannot forgive my mother for what she did, for disregarding me and my dreams so much. It was mean. I might understand her one day, but I doubt it very much. You cannot ruin your children's dreams. Would you have forgiven your mother for such behavior? Subscribe to the channel and see other stories.